The U.S. men's national team is back in action on Sunday against Canada in the Gold Cup Quarterfinals. It is win or go home. So as you can see in the title, I'm going to be going over my preferred starting 11 that I think we should use for this game. So we're going to get straight into it. Before we do, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more people find us. And make sure to follow the socials in a second. But yeah, let's go. Alright, so looking at our defenders, I have DeJuan Jones at left back, Jalen Neal and Miles Robinson as my center back, pairing with Brian Reynolds on the right. I just think DeJuan Jones is better than John Tolkien, as I mentioned before. Is quicker, just gets up and down the field better, can put in a better cross, defends better 1v1. Overall, I just think is more complete player. And especially against this Canada team, I expect him to set up in either a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-2. So he should be able to do just fine in either setup, and I expect big things out of DeJuan Jones in this game and the rest of the tournament as well. Jalen Neal and Miles Robinson as my center back pairing. Neal has been the breakout star for us this entire tournament. Has been very good. Great on the ball. I expect him to have a lot of time in this game because Canada's probably going to sit back with this type of team. So we should have many opportunities to play those line-breaking passes and really impact the game that way. Miles Robinson should be pretty close to about 100% by this point. Great player, going to be our star for us to knock it around in that back line. And then Brian Reynolds, that I mentioned, is way better than DeAndre Yedlin. Athletic, gets forward really well. Guy is a complete player, so really high potential. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this back four against Canada, hopefully. All right, so taking a look at midfield, this is about the easiest positions in any of the 11. So James Sands as my 6 has been pretty good for us the entire tournament. He's going to be starting sitting in front of the back line, distributing the ball because we should have most of the ball in this game. John Buzu in my pivot alongside Sands, but playing a little bit more advanced, kind of as an 8. He's been all right this tournament, and I just think with the other options, he's the best that we have. Senor left the camp and replaced him with Jackson Newell for whatever reason, and Buzu is better than Jackson Newell. Aiden Moore is still out of camp, and Christian Roldan isn't really, a pivot player, so I think John Buzu is a no-brainer. And then the 10 is obviously going to be Georgi Mihailovic, especially now with Alan Senor gone. He's going to be pretty big in this game. He should have a lot of time and space in the half space to pick locks and be an important player in this game. So that's my midfield for this game. All right, and taking a look at the front three, I just think you got to go with what you've been doing in the tournament. So I have Patience for up top. That's been better than Brandon Vasquez. I just think he's better moving in and off the ball. Can also be more decisive in the box, in my opinion. Just some cleaner touches. Is a more lethal finisher from what I've seen this tournament. On the left, I'm not a huge fan of either, but I got to go with Cade Cowell. I think he's a little bit better than Jordan Morris. I don't know what Morris's fitness level stand at the moment. We'll see. And I got to go with Alex Zendejas on the right. We just don't have, too much quality at the wing position. Roldan just did not outplay him either when he got his opportunity. Now, Zendejas has been pretty poor, but I just think, he's still one of the more talented players. You just got to keep giving him the nod. Hopefully, he can be able to turn up. I wouldn't be completely opposed to playing Brian Reynolds on the right because he's played winger before, especially in his youth. Explosive, moves off the ball well, puts in a good cross. I wouldn't hate it, but I think they're going to go with Zendejas. I think at the end of the day, that's what I would go with too, with Cade Cowell on the left. But I wouldn't be surprised if Morris got some pretty good minutes off the bench as well. So that would be my front three. All right, just taking a look at this team one last time. So Matt Turner in goal, obviously with a center back pairing of Jalen Neal and Miles Robinson. DeJuan Jones and Brian Reynolds as my outside backs with John Buzu and James Sands in a pivot. Georgi Mihailovic a little bit ahead of them. And then I have Cade Cowell and Alex Zendejas as my wingers with Jesus for up top. So in my opinion, it's the best team that we can roll out. There's still some pretty solid names, and they still should be able to beat Canada by, I think, at least 2 or 3 goals in my opinion. So looking forward to the game on Sunday. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure there's comments down below and tell me your starting 11 that you would use for this game and what you would change from my starting 11. Looking forward to the game on Sunday. At this point, it's just win in advance. I don't care how it's done. I still think the team we can put out there is good enough to win, even by 2 or 3 goals. I think it's a pretty weak Canada team, and who we face in the semifinals should be winnable as well. So I think we have a very good opportunity to win this Gold Cup, in my opinion. But again, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will probably have a video on the channel tomorrow with my 2026 World Cup roster prediction, so I'm really looking forward to that. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.